Hello everyone, it's a War Cowgirl again with my How to Make a Contoured English Girth. So you'll start out with your contoured girth piece and a piece of leather to cover it, probably about twice the width and at least the length. Take some glue and put it on the rough side, all the way down the rough side of the leather. Now you will take and just lay it down, sorry my hand's in the way, lay it down and press it against the top piece, the outside wraparound piece that you're using. Just keep pressing it and it'll stick eventually. It can be kind of a pain. See, like this. Just keep pressing. Once you get everything all pressed on, flip it over. And make sure it's really stuck on there because it can come unstuck easy. Now, there's something I like to use is Tandy's EcoFlow Gum Trigacanth. It's it softens the leather and moistens it and makes it easier to wrap around your tooling leather center of the girth. So you just take your fingers and just rub it on there, rub it good, and just keep rubbing. The more you get in there, the better. Now here's where you will start taking your fingernail and just run it along the edge of the tooling leather center, so you make it, kind of stand out in relief. You want to give it a contoured shape, and you'll start to see how your girth is looking as you move on with this, and just push it. I mean, really, the best way to do it is to just do it hard, and it should look like this. See, ain't it purty? Now, flip it over. Take your glue and run a strip of glue right there on the edge, top to bottom, whole way down. Give it a fair amount because you want it to stick. Otherwise, you have to pull up the edge and re-stick it. So, just keep going and then fold it over. And this is where your gum trigacanth will come in handy because it will hopefully have softened the leather, so that as you're doing this, it's easier to do. Ooh, got glue on my finger. Oops. But yeah, just keep folding, and you're going to have to stretch it to get it to go into the contoured areas of the girth. And just keep pressing it down, It's, especially as long as you use skiver for the cover part, it will be very, pliable and very easy to get it to do what you want. Now it's going to extend beyond the halfway line of the girth, like the mid. See, there's one side. So just keep pulling and pushing and.
A video on how to make a girth. I'm just doing it without sound right now, and I'm gonna.
So yep,
add
keep
sound later.
going. Take your X-Acto knife. You will trim it exactly in the middle, and you'll pull. So you
There's lots of people on YouTube that like how I
get
make my
halfway down and just cut off the excess, so that you've got it goes about to the middle of the centerpiece.
How do you make this? How do you make that? So I just figured.
Peel it off, and it should be exactly in the middle.
Give some more detailed instructions,
Now you're gonna want to put glue. Oops, missed
the
a
other
little
ones
spot.
I did were all pictures, like slideshows.
So yeah, get it in there so make sure it sticks on there good.
And narrated it.
Use your tissue to get the excess. See? Ta-da! It goes all the way to the middle. Just make sure it's glued, because that will give you problems if it's not thoroughly glued.
Cool.
Now go ahead and run glue down the other side. All the way down. Now this side you want to do just enough. You don't want to do too little because you'll have to go back and re-glue, and you don't want to do too much because it'll squeeze out onto the other leather. So this. Yep, I got too much on there. Oopsies. Oh well. Just, if you get too much on there, just dab it off, spread it around. Now this you'll fold around just like you did the other one. Just fold and press. Pull it into those contoured areas and pull it in there hard, because it won't want to stick. Just keep pushing, just keep pulling. It'll behave for you if you make it. See? Ta-da! So pretty. Now, I kind of did this too fast, but once it's dry enough, you can take your X-Acto knife and do the same thing. Just make sure that as you cut it, you peel it back so you can see if you're getting too close to the other. Because, I mean, you want it to match up with the other edge. Just keep cutting and then pulling. And if you get too far away, you can always make it so that you're cutting less off. See? So pretty. It's coming. It's coming, folks. It's coming. Almost there. Really, it's almost there. See? Ta-da! Now this, because it's extended past the center part of mine, I just cut off the excess on the end. And just kind of make sure it's all folded on there good and glued, and voila! Almost done. That's the main body of the girth. And that's what it'll look like. Don't worry if you see a little bit of the inside, because you are going to make a cover part that will go over this center crease. So you don't have to worry about that showing too much, because I'm going to show you later how to add your centerpiece. Okay, now this is your centerpiece. So it's roughly the same shape as the girth, just not as wide. And it'll lay over like this. Check the fit, make sure it's long enough and the contours are in the right spot. See? Voila. Perfect. And here's what you do with the lace to skive it, just making it thinner. You're cutting off a thin layer off the back. You want to do this for 4 sections for your buckles. And here is your lace, once skived, with a buckle threaded onto it. Cut it so it's about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch long, like so. And 2 of your pieces you will want to cut into a taper, like so. See, there the contour matches the girth. Well, not matches the girth yet, but there, glued. See? Notice how it's higher in the middle than it is on the outside. So you glue both pieces on, both buckles.
This is for to go on like that.
Match it.
First,
See? So you're going to cut the end of that over piece into a taper with your X-Acto knife. Just very gently, just try to match it without cutting all the way through, just make enough of a mark in it. And once you've got that marked, take it off the girth and completely cut all the way through. There we go. Make sure it's a nice even cut too. Improve the appearance. See? It meshes. La! A beauty miss. If you want it to still match the rest of the contours of the girth too. And now here's your elastic end where I had the elastic on. You just, do the same thing just with a pointed tip on it. And here are your elastic end buckles with some stitches in the leather for added durability. See? Ta-da! So pretty. Now you'll want to put your glue onto the underside of the cover piece to go over your crease. Pick it up, line the pointy end with your contoured buckle pieces, and put the flat end on where the elastic is, and press it down just until the glue is dry. And when you're done, you can take something to make stitch marks. What I use is a pounce wheel. It's basically a tool with a spiked wheel on the end that is perfect for making stitch marks. You can use, though, like a push pin or something if you want to. And just roll this down the edges, all edges, including the tapered edge and the flat edge. So it's really kind of fun, because with the pounce wheel you can get a micro mark. You can search that in Google, micro mark. It's really cool, and here's what it looks like when it's done with stitch marks on all edges. And now you can hopefully take it and bend it to be a little bit more girth shaped. So there you go. OR Cowgirl signing out. Hope you like it.